Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Back again, folks. To settle the score. To crawl limping across the finish line. Today is the day, undoubtedly. Yes. I have all day dedicated to it, so why wouldn't it be there? Huh? Bring it in, let's go. Sherpa. I've got all day to dedicate to this boss. I gotta be honest though, I don't think we're gonna need all day, guys. Shake it off, guys. Stretch it all out, guys. We're gonna go in. Now, there's not gonna be a warm-up today. That's gonna be a big issue. What's up, Towelboy? What's up, M2K? What's up, Just a Gamer? What's up, King Kai? What's up, Subaki? What's up, Shiny? What's up, Relisayala? What's up, Mahila? What's up, Jade Hawk? What's up, Money Back? Imagine I do it first try. Dude, there's honestly a chance. I mean, I bet the moves are already ingrained in my brain. You know what I mean? It's probably already ingrained in my subconscious. But I do think it'll take a few tries just because I'm gonna need to warm up. Okay? 65.5 hours in the game. I don't think we need to change anything. I don't think we need... Whoops. I don't think we need to change build. I don't think we gotta do anything. What's up, Durrell? Quite frankly, I think all we need to do is beat this boss, okay? You guys are gonna need to let me die maybe several hundred times, but you know what? In the end, I will beat the boss. In the end, okay? I will beat the boss. Naichi's here. You guys ready to get warmed up? 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 Is there any better red item? I mean, I'm not using anything. Axe. Maybe on the tax. I'm also not doing the parry. What builds up with this again? Does this spend my silk, like my healing silk as well? I don't remember how these work. Like, does that cost my health? Okay. I'm glad you guys are here to support the rage. Okay. But you know what? You're gonna be disappointed. Because I'm feeling pretty chill, guys. In a good mood. We're just getting started. I'm excited to wrap it up. And I love this game. You ready? Ha! If I can get to like phase 2, first try, it's gonna be a good day. Phase 2, first try would be a good day. Right? Even if not, it's not a fail. I'm just gonna set myself up to be a legend. Yeah, shut up! I gotta see some of these moves. I gotta remember all this. What? Okay, it's coming back. No! What? I tanked it. Don't care. Phase 2, first try. What? Damn it! Well, final phase, first try, huh? Final phase, first try, huh? Okay, okay. Well, I mean, third phase, I guess you could say, right? Is the long claw like the harpoon hookshot thing? Lame. Lame heal. I fucked up that heal, guys, but look. For the first try, come on, that's pretty good, right? And yeah, we are gonna need to do the grapple shot thing, man. I think. I did a lot of the phase, that last phase. The blue range extender? I bump into her too much? What's up, Josh Oswald? King Kai! Maybe I bump into her just the right amount. Did you ever stop to think about that? Oh, I forgot about the tax. I did grab the tax. All the crap on the floor is probably gonna ruin my tax though, right? But you are right. I gotta do tax. Maybe she bumps into me too much. You ever think about that? You ever think about that? See? You see? Maybe she bumps into me too much. Right? Everybody was up till different hours last night, you guys. Because of the different time zones. So all the people hanging out were like, some of you were up till 4, some of you were up till midnight. I was only up till like 7. It was like 7 something. Oh, I don't think it's gonna be the case today. But knock on wood, fingers crossed, guys, let's do this. I'm gonna use the tax, but I'm gonna wait till later. Hold on. Man, I was just too close. Hold on. Man, come on, just die. God damn it. Focus. I'm gonna do it. See, that's like actually the time to attack, you know? Fuck! Shouldn't have done that. Damn it! Okay, we got it. Almost full health. We'll get one. We'll get one. Come on. Dude, those things in the floor are gonna wipe out the tax though. You know what I mean? I feel like the tax might only help in the beginning. I gotta at least get like one hit in to get some heal. Hold up. There it is, I'm doing it. Damn it. I'm gonna do it now. Okay. Damn it! Not good! Best one yet, guys. Best one yet. Come on. Best one yet, dude. What was that, like third or fourth? We got this. Come on. Well, the tax helped a little bit. Like, what are my other options? You know, like maybe, honestly, this, dude. This is still probably the best option for me. That was pretty good, right? I thought flies as well. Flies or this. This will at least let me to get some hard hits in. Okay. I feel way more confident than yesterday, dude. That was pretty close. Like, I don't think that was close to the end then, but I mean, we've only been live for 10 minutes. See, now I'm warming up, too. Now I'm warming up. Other than that goddamn move. How'd she know I was gonna do that? Boom! Come on! No! No! Doing it! Damn it! Worked out! Worked out a little bit. Worked out a little bit. We'll see what we can do. Young Bray! Tell Towel Boy I'm gonna need a towel, you guys. Somebody let him know. Somebody let him know. Might have been too soon. Really bad timing. No! Bad run! Bad run! It got sloppy, guys. It got sloppy for sure. Let me use the tool. I'm gonna be honest. I might use the tool to just try to blaze through phase 1 and 2. Do a phase blaze, you know? You guys ever feel like you gotta just do a phase blaze in the first phases? Oh no, I need a towel regardless. Listen. The towel is not gonna be dependent on whether or not I succeed. Alright, you ready? That's what I mean. I messed up so bad though. Okay. It still might be worth it. Might be. Just do it again. That wasn't worth it at all, you guys. You should have known that wasn't worth it at all. Get me back in. I'm thinking maybe insects. Maybe. Yo, what up, our default? What up, Huascar? God, it does not last very long, huh? Barely worth it. I swear she's still finding new ways to hit me. Damn it! Damn! I'm doing it! Spam! 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 Alright, let's go. I can get a heal back. Come on. I can get a heal back. Come on now. There it is. Well, there it was. Damn it. Damn it! Guys, the hardest thing about this fight is everything. No! Is it coming all the way? Okay, okay. Dude, why did it... Okay, hold on. I was playing much better. Why did I not heal? Why did it take me so long to heal on that one? How come it felt like I was building up a heal for like 3,000 years on that one? What happened? What happened? What's up, guys? It felt like I was looking at the heal. It was full? Dude, for some reason I thought it wasn't full, I swear to God. It felt like I was waiting for it. Mike Ryan, bro. I don't know what to say. Let me just kill her. None of the tools are effective enough unless you've got like a build around it, you know? Oops. There it goes! No! She's lying! Bro, she's pissing me off! Awful run. I'm not gonna give up though. Because that'd be a waste of my time. Okay. Okay, fine. Bad timing. Bad timing. Not good. Not a good one. You know, I got no mask. I got nothing. What up, J-Dub? It's not a good one so far. But weirder things have happened, right? Weirder things have happened. And this Flintstone, man, I don't know about it. Good heal. Not good. Damn it! Damn it! Big Sub hit the deck! Hell yeah, I beat Melania. Of course I beat Melania. Easiest boss of my life. It only took like, you know, 400 times. Hogflies? You are right. They're the most hands-off. I'll change to them after this. I'll change to them after this. You're right. You're right. They're the most hands-off. What up, Lou? What up, Tay? What up, Sirius? What up, J-Dub? Can we agree she's a bitch? Can we agree? No! Like, how'd you know that? Complete massacre. Complete and utter massacre, guys. Massacre, guys. Mom's sweating, knees weak, guys. Mom's spaghetti. Operation Stay Healed. best person that's ever played this game. There is no other. I was born to beat this game. Do you understand? Me! Me! Oh! I got the body! It's trying to take her back! No, you can't have her! No! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god. This game's so sick. Look! Look, it's him! It's us. Remember, we got secret Mr. Mushroom ending too. Whatever that is. We'll see. Oh man. What up, Zeffy? Lays me down. Lace. Got the big lace. Don't worry, Sirius. We'll talk all about it. Nobody go anywhere. We're not done here. Defeat Lost Lace and free Farloom. Sister of the Void achievement. Is this mushroom ending? Mr. Mushroom? What's up, Lou? Tell me when... That's gotta be mushroom, right? Oh, sweet baby Jesus. To be continued? Oh my god. We did the passing of the age achievement as well. His people need him. Oh, we did it. We did it. What's up, everybody? We did it. We beat Silksong. Yeah, let's just play it again. You want to start over right now? No, I'm just kidding. We beat Silksong. Oh my god, you guys. What a thrill that was, huh? What a thrill. Snake Eater, right? Man. What a thrill. Yo, check out for Shrine Guardian Seth in the chat. Tell me if you see it. Watch. You will, you will. Ooh, listen to this music. Very nice, huh? Thank you, guys. Thank you for the GGs. We did it, you guys. We beat the game. We did get the you know, the average, typical poor boy ending a few days ago, right? Before we started Act 3. So we did it in one of my prior streams here. We saw the typical ending. But then we reloaded back in and went to do the true ending, and we did it, you guys. We did it all. In fact, we did more than I ever expected, you guys. I'm so glad that... Look at extra special thanks. There he is. The Kickstarter backers and Seth Goldman. Shrine Guardian Seth, dude. Shout out F in the chat. What's up, Nico Do? Thank you, bros. GG's. What's up, Steven? Thank you for the congratulations, everybody. This is a very special game to me. Not even kidding. Through the darkness and dangers, you persevered. Thank you for exploring the world of Hollow Knight Silksong. Let's meet again on the road ahead. Thank you, Brianna. Oh, wait, but there's an Act 4? And then it just starts. So, only 73%. I want you to take a look at this, okay? I want you to just look at this screen, okay, for one moment. What you're looking at is my save file for a completed just one playthrough of a Hollow Knight Silksong, okay? Now, the most important thing I want you to focus on is right down here. 65 hours. You might as well round up. 4 minutes away. 66 hours for a $19.99 $20 game. That's just one playthrough. Didn't even 100% it. Look at my percentage. What do you make of that? What do you make of that, guys? What's up, Renegade? What's up, KG? What's up, everybody filing in? You missed it, but don't worry. We got lots to say about this game. Now, what happens now, by the way? What happens if you load back in? Oh, it just kicks you back to the where you were before? Okay. Okay. Let's go chill at a nice bench and talk, you guys. What's your favorite bench? What's your favorite bench, you guys? Because I don't want to do it here in the darkness. This is too morbid right now. We got to go somewhere a little bit nicer. Crap bench? No, 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 dude. I'm talking like... I'm thinking like choral chambers music. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, what's the best bench in choral chambers? Man, I love that sound effect. Smoke bench is a good aesthetic for sure, but again... I'm going for like a choral chambers music vibe right now. I'm thinking. But I could just turn the music on, I guess. So it could be any bench. You want to do smoke bench? I do like smoke bench. You guys want to do smoke bench? We can turn on any music. Let's do smoke bench. No, we're not going to BioWater, but you know what? I do have an honorable mention about the BioWater, God damn it. The BioWater music. Get me out of here! Please, Lake? I don't know about that. Let's see. How do I ascend? There. Smoke bench is pretty nice. What, you guys want to do fleas? I don't know. Flea bench? Have I played Kirby games off stream? A little bit. I'm down to do Kirby games on stream. Smoke bench it is? Well, let's go look. Let's go look. Hold on. I'm finally out of here now, so let's go see. Thankfully, that took me under an hour. You know, so I told you guys it'd be quick today. You know, you guys know how it is when you're playing these games. Sometimes you get to a boss like that. I know it all too well. Playing the Souls games. Sometimes you get to a boss near the end of the stream and it's like, you're drained, man. It's not gonna happen. But then you get a good rest, you know what I mean? You get a good rest. And then it's just all fine and dandy. Okay. Wasn't Smoke Bench like right here? I do like Smoke Bench. When I hit 100,000, how are we celebrating? I don't know. You guys can help me decide on that. Maybe we can vote on a game. Or vote on some kind of fun day we do for 100,000. It's coming up quick. We missed our 50,000 celebration. We were gonna do something. I don't remember. Yeah, let's go check Smoke Bench. It might be a nice place to chill and talk. It really might. Was it? It was in Weave Nest. Yeah. Was it in here? Yeah. Yeah, we need a... You don't like this place? What do you mean, Naichi? The Fleas is a nice one? Maybe we'll move benches in between. I don't know. Let me look at this. I want some privacy. Let me take a look. It's been a long game, you know? I don't want company right now. I don't want fleas. This is a nice bench. Let's do it here. Let's do it here. This is a good bench. Tell me it's not a good bench. Come on. All right. Oh. Let's crank this down so I can get other music going on. Ooh, it do sound nice, doesn't it already? Listen to that. Okay. Oh my god, we did it, guys. Okay, you guys, let's throw the chat up on the screen. Let's throw the chat up, you guys. Let's throw the chat up on the screen. Let's have a nice little chat. Why don't you guys feel nice and at home to get your scores up on the board? What do you think this game is, huh? What do you think this game is, huh? How good is this game? 1 out of 10, huh? How many? How many? Let's start with this song. I like this song right here. Listen. You hear that? Can you hear it? Pretty darn good, you say? Listen, you guys. If I'm just speaking from the heart, speaking from the gut, Hollow Knight Silksong struck a chord with me. I'm dead serious. I love this game so much. This is my game of the year right now. Unless something else comes out, we'll see. I'm gonna play Yotai. See how that goes, but right now, this is a very special game, you guys. This is just like one of those games, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's for everybody, I guess. But day 2 or 3 into this game, I just knew this was like a special game, you guys. So let me get some background. Let me get some background for this. We did just do Hollow Knight on the stream leading up to this. Thank you, Hickson, for the 5 in the chat. Am I supposed to let Chakra fight me in high halls? I don't remember how that happened. Help him out, chat. Thank you, bro. So I really, really enjoyed Hollow Knight. I really enjoyed Hollow Knight. I thought it had its own cool, unique identity the whole time. But it was very, I don't want this to sound like a negative thing, but it was like very one note in terms of like the art direction and the vibes of everything. You know, there's a lot of like dark grays and blacks and dark blues, you know. There was some green, switching it up, you know, in other cool areas. And the City of Tears was like amazing, right? And full disclosure, it's not like I 100%ed Hollow Knight. I didn't even get the true ending in that game. But we played through and just did like a normal playthrough and beat it before this came out. And I really did like it. I would say it was one of my best indie games. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. Silksong completely just demolishes Hollow Knight for me. Okay? It does. It does. And I don't mean Hollow Knight is not good. Like, we're talking about 2 like 10 out of 10 indie games. 2 of them. But for me, personally, there was something about this game that just resonated with me so much more than Hollow Knight, guys. I can't explain it, but I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to. Here's the things that I like more about this game, okay? The movement in this game, like the overall gameplay and combat, but it all boils down to the movement. Is so much faster and quicker and responsive. Like the needle hook shot thing where you dash and then later on you get the grapple. Like all of the movement stuff is so much better in this game that I don't even know if I could go back and play Hollow Knight. I don't even know if I could do it. That's how much better it feels, okay? The other thing that this game just vastly improved on, at least for me, is what I just said earlier. Whereas Hollow Knight was like a very tight art direction and it was all kind of one note, but it works so well as its thing. This just blows the doors open. This is like Elden Ring for me of Hollow Knight, okay? All these different areas that are like even more intricately drawn and just designed and illustrated. They all feel so different compared to the places in Hollow Knight. There's so many different environments and areas. And this game was doing that thing that Elden Ring did to me. Where the map, we're gonna have to deal with the abyss screaming, right? What's up, Blazed? The map just kept getting bigger and bigger. It's like it just kept zooming out, and I had no idea how big it was gonna be. When we first bought this game, $20 game, by the way, made by a team of 3 people, 4 core devs at least, right? $20 game. I thought we were gonna get a similar playthrough to Hollow Knight. I thought I was gonna play it for maybe 7-8 days, beat it, okay? Whatever, right? I was so invested in this game. We have now played this game for over 3 weeks straight. This is the only game we've played for 3 weeks. It's been like 21 days, I think, right now. One playthrough, and I got 65 plus hours for a $20 game, and the discoveries in this game, I can't even explain to you. It's like every day we turned it on, we would just walk into a new area, and there would be this whole thing that we didn't find before. And there's just secrets, just jam-packed everywhere. And there's more NPCs in this one. The world feels more like alive. There's these little bugs just all over the place that are all way more even characteristic than they were in the first game. They've all got these little stories and these little things. It's the best. I loved it so much. And I know what you're thinking. Wow, Sherpa, this music, it's like I've literally transcended. The music in this game, you guys, I have seen some comments online, and now everyone's entitled to their opinion, I don't care. But I have seen some comments online about how the music in Hollow Knight's better and that the music in this one feels like, you know, less inspired. I am so on the other end of the fence on this one. I am way on the other end. The music in this game sweeps, bro. The Choral Chambers music right here. Watch this. You guys remember this one? Let me show you an instant classic. Let me switch from Choral Chambers. Big sub, hit the deck. Let me switch from Choral Chambers to Biowater, the worst place in the game, right? Listen to this. Big sub, hit the deck. Wait for it. Hold on, wait. Christopher Larkin, right? He didn't need to cook this hard, bro. It's like the meme of the piano on the beach on fire. Like, he didn't even need to do it. He didn't even need to. Thank you, Hickson, with the gifted. Pie sauce. I adore the music in this game. I liked the music in Hollow Knight as well. I got no complaints about Hollow Knight, right? No complaints. I love it too. And some of the areas had really good music. But, dude, there were times in this game I would walk into a new area and just stop because of the music. And just listen. It happened in Choral Chambers specifically, I remember. I think it's so good. It's so good. And this is just 2. We just played 2. There's quite literally, like, so many good ones. I could have turned on any of them. And there's, like, a lot of really low-key chill ones. I don't know. I think the music is absolutely phenomenal in this game. Okay? So I had way more fun overall exploring the mysterious world of this game than I did Hollow Knight. I absolutely cannot deny it. I enjoyed the bosses in this game more than I did Hollow Knight. And I'm only comparing it because it's a sequel, you guys. There's definitely going to be people in the comments later that is like, why is he throwing so much shade at Hollow Knight? I'm not. I love Hollow Knight too. But I'm just finished. We literally just beat this 10 minutes ago. True ending. And so I'm obviously comparing these two. And like, I really think I like everything about this more. I think the only thing, if I was really comparing them, and of course you could always take the position of, well, they're both amazing games. There's no reason to compare them. But like, that's totally fine. But I'm doing a goddamn video and we're comparing them, okay? I think the only thing Hollow Knight has going for it in terms of comparing it, like holding itself up against this, Silksong, is it was the first game. And so it was like an absolute cultural phenomenon in the indie scene, right? Blew up and it really made a huge impact, you know? And then everybody was waiting for this game. It was so hyped for like 7-8 years, right? So I think that is not to be understated. And the game itself, Hollow Knight's great. But now, man, that's another thing that should just be at least said in this little review here, right? Is like the big nuts on Team Cherry, you guys. Dude, like, they just sit on it. They announce it like once with the trailer way back, and then just radio silence for years. Just nothing at all. And then they just come out and they're like, by the way, it's out in 2 weeks. It's out in 2 weeks, by the way. Have fun. And then just drop this like absolute magnificent, just like gem artwork of a game. Everything about this game feels so handcrafted to me that I almost wish I could just give them more money for the game. I'm dead serious. The art and the backdrops and the parallax as you walk through these areas, everything just feels like they had so much success from Hollow Knight and confidence from the reception from Hollow Knight that they went into hibernation for 7 years and just made their magnum opus bug game. Yes. So I just love everything about it, you guys. I truly did not expect to like it this much. If you want me to get into any of the, I don't know, maybe like some nitpicky type stuff, maybe. It'd be stuff like, okay, let's talk about some gameplay mechanics that are different from Hollow Knight. This game turned a lot of people off with the difficulty. And I know, you know, the diehards are going to be like, who cares, whatever, get good, you know, the whole thing. Now, this game is way harder than Hollow Knight. It's way harder, okay? There's no denying that. Anybody that says otherwise is just not, they're not being truthful, okay? And this game is also just more accessible to everybody. Like, right when it came out, it was out on every console. It was out on Game Pass day one. So I feel like this game, thankfully so, brought in this huge number of, like, new people trying it out. And I do think maybe a lot of them bounced off. Just, like, bounced off like a spike pit. Boing! Pogo! They were out of here. Yeah, the platforming went pretty hard. And if you're somebody that's, like, kind of new to this thing, which, honestly, I kind of am with the 2D thing, but if you're somebody that, like, didn't do Hollow Knight at least, and you're coming into this fresh, you really kind of start out, I feel like the game, it handicaps you at the beginning, because you have to start with the crest that's got the downward pogo that's diagonal. And to be honest, that is like the hardest part about the beginning of this game, is you don't have a clean downward pogo strike. So you've got to, like, try to angle it diagonally, and it's not till you end up finding these other crests that you can get the different ones. And so that brings me to my first, like, I don't even know if it's like a critique as much as it's like a, I don't know, like an observation about a changed gameplay style, and I don't know truly how I feel, I guess. But like the crests. So you've got the different crests, you know. These things. You've got these. Hunter, Reaper, Wanderer, Beast, Architect, Shaman. There might even be more I didn't find. I don't even know if I found them all. But they're more gameplay changing than I expected, you know? Like, they change your downward pogo thing. They'll change your upward attack. They've got things baked into them mechanic-wise that'll change stuff. Like, there's, like, the beast one that almost, like, has, like, a Bloodborne mechanic where you get your health back when you're hitting things once it's activated. And so, like, I see what they were going for, okay? They were going for, like, just a variety of gameplay styles, and you can kind of try these different ones. But the problem for me is the game is like so and maybe these will definitely get more use and we'll see more cool videos as time goes on and people just master this game even more, you know what I mean? And then maybe the skill ceiling will just even go higher. But like for me, who's like not really a diehard, you know, it's just like once I got a crest that had a downward pogo, that's what I'm using. That's what I'm using. And the only time I ever switched it was when I needed to when I got another crest that also had a clean downward pogo. Like I went from like the Reaper one, which was downward, and then I went to the Wanderer one, which was like just the one from Hollow Knight, you know, the downward little pogo. So the game is so punishing and so challenging that I just stuck with the crest that I felt the most confident with, that I kind of was like, I don't know, I was a little bit less inclined to experiment personally. Maybe that would be another playthrough, or maybe other people are experimenting, you know, I don't know. But that's one thing. And then another thing is the tools. The tools. So you've got these tools, you know, all these like throwables. Some of them are even consumable and they buff you and stuff. But these were another thing that I feel like even like maybe some fine tuning in the back end could make these more viable, man. Because here's the thing. The tools and all this are tied to your healing, right? So it comes down to like when you're in a fight with a boss and you're taking some hits, you don't want to use any tools because then you're not going to be able to heal. You know what I mean? So maybe there's like a crest that addresses this. I know the tools like already seem like you could do like specific builds with the pendants, you know, which are just kind of like talisman type things you put on that would maybe buff the tools and you could have viable builds and all this. But just like using them casually, the tools they just never felt like viable to me, at least in this playthrough, to where I barely used them. Other than like specific scenarios. I don't know. There's another thing I noticed, you know, I was always just desperate trying to keep my health up, you know, because I was dying. So anything that took away like the silk to use on something else was very dangerous. I did like that they added a parry, which, by the way, just the other funny comparison. Oh, you guys want to switch? You guys want to do Cogwork song? Is that what you were saying? Hold on. What's it called again? There's another good one. You're right. Cogwork. Let's see. This one. Oh, yeah. That's a banger, too. There you go, guys. There you go. So anyway, the other funny comparison I noticed, like early on, day one, I think I said this, is when I was playing Hollow Knight. It's got the whole vibe, and I don't even mean like gameplay. I'm not calling it a Souls game. Like, I know it's a Metroidvania, you know, but like the whole vibe of the game and the characters and the NPCs and the world, like it feels very Dark Souls. A lot of those characters, almost like a funny little kind of parody of that with bugs, you know, Dark Souls with bugs. The minute that I started Silksong, I was like, oh, it's Sekiro with bugs. Obviously. Like it feels more like Sekiro with bugs. And some people in my comments were like saying it's more like Bloodborne. No way. Listen, anybody saying that Silksong is more like the Bloodborne of bugs than the Sekiro bugs has not played Sekiro. She moves like Sekiro. She's the wolf, bro. Her movement. And then as the further I went into the game, the more that it just kind of felt like Sekiro vibes, you know? There's like a lot of like almost like Asian kind of themes in the environments and the songs and the characters and their outfits and everything, you know? You got the little prayer beads like Sekiro's got for the items and all this. All of the throwables and the shuriken and all this cool stuff, you know? Very Sekiro. And then the further we went in, yeah, more like just because of the movement, the agility and the speed of the game. But then the further we got in, the more that I even doubled down on that, because then we unlocked a straight up parry, the cross stitch. where literally you hit the button, like land the parry at the right time, and it's like the counter parry move. Just like Sekiro, right? And then you get the grapple, which you're doing. It just felt very, to me, it was very like, yeah. If Hollow Knight is the Dark Souls bugs, Silksong is the Sekiro bugs, you guys. So, this is my game of the year. It's my game of the year, guys. I know there's some absolute bangers so far. Kingdom Come, Deliverance 2 was a banger. Clair Obscur, one of the bangers. Ghost of Yotai coming out. First Berserker Kazan, banger for me. Lots of bangers. This right now, Donkey Kong Bonanza was a banger. This right now, Metal Gear Delta, also banger. This right now is my game of the year. I liked this more than all of those games so far. Yes, I liked it way more than Clair Obscur. I really did. Way more. I have not felt, a video game has not made me feel this way since Elden Ring. I truly mean that. Where I was so excited to turn it on every single day and just find some new area, unravel some new weird mystery going on. They also added the little side quest thing, which, by the way, I should say that. Some people didn't like the side quests. What do you guys think of the side quests? Oh, I definitely vote Silksong over Obscura. Yeah, I do. By far. I just really do. This game resonated with me so much, you guys. This feels like a special game, man. I'm telling you guys. It does. Okay? You like the side quests? Yeah, so I think here's where I think there's like a contention. I think some people were like, why did they just add side quests that were just kind of like fetch quests, you know? And I think the reason, I'm just guessing here, you know, but I think the reason might be because, like, in the first game, everything is very esoteric and confusing, just like a Souls game. You might find some NPC down there, or you might not, you know, or you find them the next playthrough, or you might miss it entirely. And I think game developers always kind of struggle with that balance, especially game developers in the realm of, like, Souls games or kind of these, like, not handholdy, kind of esoteric type games, where they need to strike this balance of, like, we don't want to just, like, show you where everything is and, like, lead you to it, but at the same time, we don't want you to, like, miss cool stuff that we put in all the time, you know? So I think that was their way of, like, trying to just, like, introduce this system that would make you more likely to, like, go back to the bug and see them again and, like, you know, or something like that. I personally didn't mind it. Thankfully, they were pretty quick. Like, all the fetch quests were really relatively quick, you know? Even the ones where you had to grind some of the stuff weren't that bad. And I feel like if you're just playing this game and adventuring and exploring, you could probably activate, like, a lot of those quests and then just keep stacking up the resources as you keep exploring. I don't know, man. So I just feel like I didn't mind that at all. I kind of like that system. I liked all the different settlements you get to in this game. The Bell Heart, you know, and then up top at the first shrine area above the Citadel. I felt like I went on just a complete just fantasy journey in this game on the scale of, like, Lord of the Rings, but underground with bugs, you guys. I just loved every minute of it. I don't have the complaints that I've seen other people having. Don't think it was too hard. I think it was so good, and for the money, it just could not be better. 10 out of 10 game. 10 out of 10. I swear to you. I think it's a 10 out of 10 game. There's no doubt in my mind. And if you've been here long enough, you know, I don't think a 10 out of 10 is like a perfect game. I don't think there is a perfect game. Even my favorite games of all time that I give a 10 out of 10, I could find some things wrong or maybe some things I would change. But for me, the perfect game doesn't exist. For me, and that's why I do give 10s, because if you're waiting to give a 10 for the absolute perfect game, there's no 10s. I'll never give a 10. That's silly. For me, the 10s go out to the legendary games, the unforgettable games that had me gripped for weeks on end. This game checks every box for being a legendary game. The hype surrounding this game, but yet they still followed through on this just finely tuned, amazing piece of art. The hype leading up makes it legendary, yet they stuck the landing. The music is legendary. The entire game. Now, the story, like, you know, man, even the story of Hollow Knight, I would struggle to tell you some of it right now, even though we just played it, right? But, like, yeah, I think it's, like, right after Hollow Knight sometime, right? And then Hornet's, like, traveling from the Hollow Nest out, gets trapped by some bugs, escapes, and then is trying to make her way up the Citadel to figure out why, right? And who's in charge and all this. But then the plot obviously thickens. Now, we have to bring up the Act 3 thing, right? We gotta bring up the Act 3 thing because now you'll hear people saying, like, you can't review this game if you didn't do Act 3. And here's the truth about that. There's two different kinds of people, okay? People that hate themselves, like me. And other people that have other ways to spend their time, maybe. But, like, here's what I'm getting at. I even think there's two different people looking for two different kinds of reviews on this game. Because, like I said earlier, it's accessible to everybody at once. So some people don't really care. They're not invested in this kind of thing. And they're just like, how is this game? And so for those people, I think the reviews that didn't do Act 3 are fair. And they're like, yeah, I played through the game. I beat the normal final boss. 15 hours, whatever. It's pretty good. You know, that's fair, whatever. If you're someone that likes these games, or you liked Hollow Knight, I don't think you could give the game a fair review of the worth and the value unless you did Act 3 in this game. I don't. The quantity that you get in Act 3 is insane. It's not just like a... So if anybody's wondering... I'm going to go full spoiler either way. I already have, right? Kind of. Maybe I did. I don't know. But it is not just like, oh, Act 3 is like a special secret boss. It is a whole thing. Whole thing, bro. I probably got like 15 to 20 hours out of Act 3 alone, right? Or more. But Act 3 is mandatory if you're like trying to be, I don't mean 100% complete. If you're trying to like beat this game and have like deep kind of thoughts on this game and you thoroughly played it, you got to do Act 3. You got to do Act 3. It'd be like doing Elden Ring but not doing like the capital. It'd be like doing Dark Souls 3 and not doing the Ring City DLC. It's like massive amount of content. So what happens basically though, I'm going to try to not just light spoilers, but like when you trigger Act 3, the whole map you've been in, all the different areas, everything changes. So you can go through all the areas again, and there's different stuff, different NPCs doing different stuff. It's like the world change. It's like a whole thing. Many bosses. Yeah, like 30% of the game. And so I did, by the way, how unfortunate, you reminded me, I did beat every single boss in this game other than one. Can anybody name the boss I didn't do? And the only reason I didn't do it is because it's one that I missed all the way till final Act 3 here when we were trying to clean up the ones I missed. And they were locked behind a door with a simple lock right at the end. And so I didn't have the key. It's the only one I didn't do. The blue guy? Okay, see you later, Jade Hawk. The blue guy, huh? Yeah, so anyway, the only one, and people said it wasn't that great of a boss. Plasmified something. Yes, that's the one. Plasmified something. Boring, useless one, whatever. So, either way, I've done 99.9% of the bosses. And honestly, I had a really good time with all of them. There is a good variety. You know, one more thing, I guess, now that I'm thinking about the gameplay loop and just like the combat and all that. This game does do that thing a lot. More than Hollow Knight did for sure. Where when you'll walk into a room, just like a square room, it's almost like a Legend of Zelda type room, you know? You walk in a square room and then the doors close and there's like an arena gauntlet where there's like several waves of enemies, you know? This game does that a lot. I didn't mind it because I was having so much fun with the combat once it got cooking, but it does that a lot. And then there's a lot of grueling bosses too, where you've got to fight a gauntlet leading up to the boss. You know? Big sub, guys. Watch out. You got to fight a whole gauntlet of enemies and then the boss. And so, like, you know, that can be frustrating, but it is also one of those games where it seems harder than it is every single time. Every single time I walk in, I'm like, that's impossible. And then after 3 times, you start to memorize it, and it's not that bad, you know? Bone Bottom soundtrack? You want me to hit up Bone Bottom? Okay. I mean, I'm running out of stuff to say anyway. Here's Bone Bottom. Oh, it's a beautiful one, I know. I just love it. So, it's not every day that we play a game on this channel, you guys, that really means something to me like this game wound up doing. I really have a lot of respect for Team Cherry. I truly, truly do. A lot of respect. I think they're a very passionate group, a small group of people that are very, 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 very talented. Very talented. I think the artist that drew all this and animated all this is like God level. It's miles above even Hollow Knight for me. I kept saying every day, the City of Tears in Hollow Knight, you know, you walk in and it's just like almost like astounding. They did all that. It's amazing, right? That was like quite literally every area in this game for me. Every area of Silksong was on that level for me. So I have so many props to give them. And they just came out, and they could have even charged $39.99. You know they could have, you know. They didn't do it. They wanted everybody to play the game. They wanted everybody to enjoy their game. They've got who I think now is one of the best composers, music people in the industry right now. Are you kidding me? The music, dude, Christopher Larkin in this game, insane. I just loved it, guys. I also loved... I know this is so scatterbrained. That's just how this works, you know, after we beat it. But I also loved how they did more of that Quirrell stuff. Like, you remember in Hollow Knight, you'd see Quirrell and you could talk to him, and then like Quirrell would come up, you'd see him in different areas, and then he would jump into that fight with you and help you. They like did that more on like a smaller scale, where things that you could miss entirely, like you could have Garmin and Zaza help you in one of the hardest fights in the Citadel, which I didn't even know we could do. You could activate until we did it, I mean. You could activate the Sentinels that, like, help attack everything in the Citadel. And so there's just so many of these cool little, like, NPC secrets that you could miss and things off the beaten path where I know that I didn't even see everything. We didn't even see everything. The Bell Beast. What do you guys think? You like the stag? You like the stag more or the Bell Beast? I like the Bell Beast more. Big spoilers coming up, but you should have known that clicking on the video, I guess. But the Bell Beast had more of a whole, character development. And then she ends up like having Bell Beast babies at the end and gets eaten by the centipede thing. And you gotta get, it's just, bro, I like this game on a level that I cannot describe to you. I swear to you guys, this is like a top 10 to me so far. Top 10. I just resonated with it a lot more than the first, even though I love the first. 10 out of 10 game. The fleas, by the way. I like the fleas more than the grubs. This is just a good example. It's a great example of a sequel that, in my opinion, improved on everything. It's not an entire new reimagining, right? It's clearly a sequel. Same kind of game. Continuation. But they just improved on everything. It felt better to play. I liked the music more. It was so much better visual feast on my eyes the entire time. The sound design with all these parries and these symbols that you're hitting. And like, I just loved it so much. I loved all the little traps that they did with these benches. They somehow managed to get so much character into these goddamn benches. You know what I mean? You find a broken one, it falls to the floor. You sit on one, it's a trap and it kills you. There's one hanging from the ceiling, you gotta cut it down. They toyed with a lot of that in Hollow Knight too, but they just did so much more of it here. Yes. The music in Skyward Sword or music in this. I know not everybody agrees, and it's totally fine, you guys. I know a lot of people will go with Claire for the game of the year, and I think that's totally fair too. That's a great game. I just feel like if I take everything into consideration for me with this game, the value, the amount of hours that I got out of this playthrough for $20. $20. I just played it for 3 weeks straight and still haven't seen everything. And I just feel like I went on a grand adventure. And I'm just like thankful for them for this game. Very special game. Shout out to Seth the Shrine Guardian. I just love it, you guys. I'll never forget this playthrough, I swear to God. I don't know when I'm going to play through it again. I know they got Steel Soul mode or whatever. But who knows? That's pretty much all I've got to say, though. I'm glad you guys stuck in there for that playthrough. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. If you weren't enjoying it, I'm glad that you stuck in there and let me enjoy it anyway, right? Yeah, this is an all-timer for me. I will never forget this playthrough. I have not, like, I swear to God, this is cemented Team Cherry in my mind as, like, just goated developers. Hollow Knight, it was already like, wow, they made a great game. This has just cemented it as, like, they're one of the best. They're one of the best in character, in class, in respect for the consumer, in passion for the creation and the art form. 10 out of 10 game, legendary game, unforgettable game, lives up to the hype. Big Sherpa approves. Okay? That's all I've got to say. I'm glad you guys enjoyed. I'm glad we did a thorough playthrough. That's what it deserved. Now, I will be back tomorrow. Same time. Same place. To stream something else, you guys. I'll let you guess what that is. Sherpa. Sherpa.